What's up, YouTube? This is the comic book guy. Sorry, not comic book guy. I'm not a big fatty with a green shirt and a ponytail. Anyways, I'm the comic guy. The regular, like with a K though, because someone took the comic guy. Anyways, back on track. I'm wanting to make a tutorial on how to get yourself into comics because I've gotten a couple messages from people, as well as I've seen some comments posted on some other videos videos on YouTube about people wanting to get into comics and just don't really know where to start. Hopefully I'll give you my tutorials, hopefully it'll give you like kind of where to start in, without being too confused, because if you read some titles too early, you'll just be completely turned off on comics, and hopefully I'll guide you the right way and get you involved and become another one of the comic book community, I guess. And I hope you enjoy my videos. What I want to talk about is it's called Hush. It's a Batman story. It's written by Jeff Loeb, and the art is by Jim Lee. And art's a really good, really clean cut art. I really enjoy it. It's almost really good definitive colors, but it's not necessarily art in this one that really sells it. It's the fact that it's a really good story. If you've never read any Batman, but you've probably watched some shows or something, the old cartoons are really good. You kind of have an idea of the villains. Well, in Hush, pretty much every main villain makes an appearance, from the Riddler, the Joker, Clayface, as well as all of his allies, as Nightwing, Tim Drake, the little Robin, Superman. There's a Batman-Superman fight in there. It's really cool. Catwoman. I won't tell you whether she's a good or bad person. And then it's a really good story. Really suspenseful. That's what makes it really cool. The suspense in it. It's a mystery. And Batman is, first and foremost, he's a detective before he's more of a superhero. And that's what makes it really cool, because he's sitting here trying to figure out what's going on and how he can stop it, and trying to think, a step ahead of his enemy. That's what's really cool. I highly recommend that. If it's your first thing you read, you'll be ingrained in comics for a while. So I highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I read it, once today already, and I'm really tempted to start it over again. I hope you like it just as much as I did. Then let me jump over to the Alright, over on the Marvel side, we have a really cool one to jump into, because it's not as specialized as like Spider-Man and everything. We have the New Avengers. This is the 4th volume that I have, because I no longer have the 3rd. But New Avengers, pretty much anything on the Marvel side you can jump into, and usually at the beginning of the trades and all that, they have just sort of a recap of what's been happening, just a summary. Maybe 5 issues ago something happened. They might mention that. They might mention something that happened 20 issues ago. Well, probably not 20, but something pretty recent enough to where it has an impact on the story. They do that, and it's really easy to jump into even the newest stuff from Marvel, but I always recommend getting the trades at first, just so you really kind of get some character updates and kind of really get to know the characters before you just start reading new stuff, because it's really hard to read new stuff without knowing who the characters are. And then another cool thing, I think New Avengers, it goes all the way up to like they're on 9 trades. I've only read 7. I skipped 2 of them, and I'm on the issues now. Which, I mean, you can skip skip the trades, because it really follows one story, follows one main story. I mean, there might be other stuff happening, but it's really for one little arc. And what's cool about some of them is, like this one here, this is a Daredevil trade, The Devil Inside and Out. This is a 2-part trade. See, there's, my camera's messed up. Volume 1, and then there's Volume 2. Basically, this covers the story arc of Matt Murdock, Daredevil, goes into prison, and they suspect him of being Daredevil, a vigilante, and he's basically in there trying to, A, survive, B, prove his case that he's innocent and a blind man, because he is blind. They suspect that he's not. And I'm on C now. Yeah, C. He's trying to prove, like who put him in there, because there's other stuff happening in the background that's really makes the story interesting. It's written by Ed Brubaker. Ed Brubaker is a really, really good writer. Pretty much anytime you see Ed Brubaker's name, that's a really, really good one. Because I've read maybe like 30 different things by Ed Brubaker, and I've loved them all. And I've collected them, and they're the ones that stick out fresh in my mind. And Michael Lark does the art in this one. There we go, Michael Lark. The art is really, really like almost grungy at times, and it really kind of shows A, how dark the story is, and two, it kind of covers how grungy and messed up prison life for Mr. Murdoch, because he's blind and getting attacked by all these guys, kingpins in there. And I think at one point Frank Castle, the Punisher, comes in. It's a really, really cool story. Really, really cool. Highly recommend, jumping into New Avengers or the Daredevil, and it covers story arcs in the trade, so you won't be left out necessarily of what's happening in the trades. You won't have the whole story, because there's 40 years of backstory, but you'll have enough of a chunk to where you'll really understand. You'll really, really start to develop almost like the characters. They're really, really good, really suspenseful too. I highly recommend the Daredevil one, most definitely. Alright, hopefully that wasn't too much stuff for right off the bat. I just wanted to give you a little bit of both of them, both DC and Marvel. And these titles are really, really good. I'm going to put up in the credits, I'm probably going to put like how much they were and all that stuff. But tune in next time. I'm going to go over Green Arrow, and then I'm also going to talk a little bit about some crises that have been brought to my attention. And also a little bit on the Marvel side, I'll bring some Hulk into. So hope you enjoy, and then see you next time.